Hi everyone, you may remember I had a Bratz haul from eBay and I says I'd got to figure out what happened to this girl's hair and try and fix it. I've worked out what happened. Someone melted her hair. There's a big section here that is like hard plastic. It's all been melted onto her head. Someone's obviously tried to straighten this doll's hair or something and they've just melted it. So there was very little of original hair left, and original hair was hideous. So she's going to have a reroot. Now the bit I hate with the Bratz is getting the hair off, because it's getting to it and getting the inside off, because it's like it's not glued in, it's like a hook and loop thing. So it just involves more work to get the hair off. So I've cut the hair as far as I can get it to go, and then I'm going to have to sit here doing this for probably a couple of hours. But once it's done, she will have a bald head and I can reroot her. So yeah, unfortunately that's all I can do for this one, because someone, I mean, look at that, that's a big crusty melted section there. I think they've actually melted her head as well. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's just a small plug hole, it's okay. You get that sometimes on dolls when you take the hair out. It's like if they've put the plugs too close together, you get a small hole. Never mind. The rest of the doll and the head is in mint condition. There's nothing wrong with this apart from the hair. So I know that once I have rerooted her, she's going to look gorgeous. So I've got to sit here now and pluck all this hair out, ready to give her some new hair, because I'm not giving up on this doll, because the rest of it is in such good condition and she's got such a pretty face. So I'm going to make sure I restore her. I'm going to save her. If I already had this doll, which I don't think I have, I don't know, I'll have to look through my list. If I already had her, I wouldn't worry so much, but I don't know, she's so pretty anyway. I'll probably still reroot her anyway. The only thing with the Bratz heads is because they're so hard, rerooting them's not the most fun activity. But if I use the original plug holes, I can get it done. It just takes ages with Bratz. I did reroot one Bratz doll once, so yeah, it's going to take a bit of doing. I can get there though. I've got my rerooting tool. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing this and pulling out these little plugs, and I'll come back and show you what she looks like when she's bald. One little tip I wanted to show you as well is, because her hair's all like hook and loop, there's no glue in it. If you can get a very small crocheting hook, it does help you to get some of the hair out. It takes a bit of going, like you have to, there's like a little bit of a knack to it, but if you get the hook so it's facing towards you and then scrape the head, see, it starts to take the plugs inside and then they hook on like this. So as you can see, there's no glue in her hair, it's all hook and looped. So this is what I've removed so far. It turns out actually she had two colours hair. She had like this white colour as well as this blondie colour. I think I'm going to reroot her with a darker colour, because I'm not a massive fan of blonde. I never have been. And if I'm going to reroot her, I'm going to do a colour I want. The only thing you've got to watch is, after a bit, it does bend your crocheting hook a bit, so you've got to keep an eye on it and bend it back. But it's a lot quicker than trying to pull it out with the pliers, because I thought, after struggling with the pliers for about 10 minutes, I thought, well, if it's any like little hook and loops in, hopefully I can catch them with the oh, there is a touch of glue in her. Hopefully I can catch it with the crocheting hook and get it out that way, and that's what I've been trying, and it is working a lot quicker. So as you see, it's pulling the hairs back into the headlock. You see them going? So that's going to be how I'm going to do this. So I'm not going to make you sit there and watch me do this because this is quite boring. So I'll carry on using the crochet hook, and then I'll come back and show you what she looks like. Okay, so after much struggling and using a crocheting hook, using my rerooting tool to push some of the plugs back through the head, and my pliers and tweezers, we finally have a doll with a bald head. So I've finally removed all that nasty, burnt, fried, yucky hair that she was covered in. So now it's time to find something nice to reroot her with. I think what I'll try first of all is the acrylic yarn reroot. So you get acrylic yarn, which is like acrylic wool, reroot the doll with that, and then brush it out, straighten it, and you can end up with some really nice fine hair for the doll. So I'm going to try that first, and then if I don't like it, then I'll order some hair. But I'll try it with the acrylic yarn first, because she didn't cost me a lot of money. I don't really want to spend loads of money rerooting her. So this is what was left in her head, and it's all like little loops. There's a very small touch of glue in her head. It was a very, very, very tiny amount though, literally just to hold the hook and loops in place, and then the rest of her hair was like this. There was about half of what it should have been, and it's all different lengths, and it's all frizzy and horrible. So she's going to have some nice new hair. So what I'm going to do is go and find what I'm going to use to reroot her, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. So I've started rerooting her, and I've given her this lovely lilac yarn. I think it's nice because it kind of looks like braids, so it's got a nice texture to it. You don't have to put as much, you know, I haven't got to go through every single plug. I can go through every other plug hole to reroot her, so it'll be a bit quicker. I'll show you how I'm doing it. So I've got my lengths of lilac wool. As far as I know, this is acrylic wool, but I've lost the label, so I could be wrong. Then you insert the needle into a hole that's already there. Give it a bit of a push. And then you've got to sort of try and finagle it so that the needle comes out the neck hole, like so. Get a pair of pliers to help you pull that last bit through, because it's the hardest bit. And then tie a knot in the end of the piece that you've just done, and then pull it through. And that's how I'm rooting it. So I don't have to use any glue or anything. She will be completely glue free. And also it's quite easy if I decide to reroot her in the future, because all I have to do is cut these off and then pull from inside to get the little ends of the plugs out with the knots on. So it is nice and easy to reroot again if I wanted. So again, I've put it through with a needle, tie the end, and then pull. And I'm going to do that until I've done her whole head. When I've done her whole head, I'll come back and show you what she looks like. Okay, so I've given her a reroot using some lilac wool. I've used some acrylic wool. I could brush it out and straighten it if I wanted, but I kind of like the texture. Kind of looks like she's got braids in or something. And she looks like that. Which is a lot better than the half melted, half bald mess that she had. So I think she looks really nice. So that's one doll sorted. At least there's one thing, when you get the any dolls that are like slightly damaged, it gives you a chance to experiment a bit more. I do really like how she came out. I'll just go find her some little earrings and things, and yeah, I think she looks quite nice. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.